Hi friends! At Golmud railway station, after the train locomotive was changed to the internal combustion engine, we continue to Lhasa. We will pass Nanshankou station at an altitude of 3,080 meters. The train continues to ascend towards the Kunlun Mountains. Along the way we see Golmud River in the inland river system of Qinghai Basin. After passing the tunnel and turning right, we saw the Kunlun River. The train goes to Nakade station at 3,575 meters above sea level. There is a famous non-frozen spring in Qinghai town, the legendary iceberg nectar. If you drink the spring water here, you will be blessed by the Buddha. The next highlight is the Sancha River Bridge. It is the bridge with the highest pier on the Qinghai-Tibet Railway. The total length is 690.19 meters. The tallest pier is 54.1 meters high. Both ends of the bridge are suspended on steep cliffs. After passing Xionanchuan station, 3,832 meters above sea level, the train will surpass 4,000 meters for the first time, and go to Yuzha Peak station at an altitude of 4,195 meters. Yuzha Peak, also known as Kakasajaman Peak, 6,178 meters above sea level, located 10 kilometers east of Kunlun Mountain Pass. It is the highest peak in the eastern section of the Kunlun Mountains. The Kunlun Mountains are over 3,000 kilometers long, one of the longest mountains in Asia. The Kunlun Mountain Tunnel is 1,686 meters long, 4,648 meters above sea level. It is the longest plateau groundbreaking tunnel in the world. Having passed through Kunlun Mountain Tunnel and Kunlun Mountain Pass, we entered the Hoh Zil Nature Reserve, with a total area of 45,000 square kilometers. Hoh Zil is currently one of the nature reserves with the largest area, the highest altitude and the richest wildlife resources in the world. The climate here is harsh, and natural conditions are severe. Humans cannot live for long. It's known as the Life Forbidden Zone. In 2017, it became the 51st World Heritage Site in China. The Qingshui River Bridge is 11.7 kilometers long. It is the longest bridge on the Qinghai-Tibet Railway. It is located in the plateau permafrost area. The thickness of frozen soil is more than 20 meters. It is the longest plateau permafrost railway bridge in the world. The train leaves Qumar River Station and arrives at Wudaoliang Station, located at 4,636 meters above sea level. Wudaoliang is high and cold, with long winters and no summers, and the natural conditions are extremely harsh. Generally, altitude sickness will be very obvious at Wudaoliang. Hoh Zil is a paradise for wild animals. There are Tibetan antelopes, Tibetan wild donkeys, wild yaks, white-lipped deer, snow leopards, black-necked crane, Tibetan gazelle, blue sheep, argali, lynx, brown bear, bar-headed geese, etc. After Fengguo Station is the Fengguoshan Tunnel. It is the highest plateau groundbreaking tunnel in the world, with an altitude of 5,010 meters, and a total length of 1,338 meters. The entire section of the Fengguoshan Tunnel is located in the permanent plateau permafrost, and is known as the world's highest tunnel. The annual average temperature of Fengguoshan is -7 degrees, and the minimum temperature is -40 degrees. It is the most difficult project to construct on the entire Qinghai-Tibet Railway. After going through the Fengguoshan Tunnel, and leaving the Aryakuchi station, we are getting closer to the Tuotuohi station. The Tuochuo River originates from the Tangula Mountains. The Changjianjiayuan Bridge, with a total length of 1,389.6 meters, spans both sides of the Tuotuo River. The water system of the upper source of the Yangtze River is mainly composed of the Qumar River in the north, the Tuotu River in the west, and the Dang River in the south. The next stop is Tongtianhe Station, 4,598 meters above sea level. The Tongtian River is a section of the upper reaches of the Yangtze River, 60 kilometers downstream of the Tuotuo River Bridge. The Tuochuo River is called Tongtian River after it joins with the Dang River. Near the Tongtian River is the Yellow River, the source of the Lancang River, known as the source of three rivers. The upper section of Tongtian River has a wide valley, with scattered water flow, and the two banks are relatively gentle hills. Legend has it that in Journey to the West, Tang Monk and his disciples passed through the Tongtian River when they went on a pilgrimage for Buddhist scriptures. Along the way we can see the Tongtian River. We will arrive at Yanshipping Station shortly. Yanshipping Station is located in Yanshipping Town, 4,750 meters above sea level. About 200 kilometers to its right is the famous Jeladandong Peak, with an altitude of 6,621 meters, which is the main peak of the Tanggula Mountains, Hladandong Snow Mountains. There are more than 20 peaks above 6,000 meters above sea level around the Jeladandong Snow Mountains, which are 50 kilometers long from north to south, and 20 kilometers wide from east to west. There are more than 100 glaciers in the peak area. The Tanggula Mountains are connected to the Karakoram Mountains in the west, and Hungduan Mountains in the east, with a total length of about 1,000 kilometers, and a width of about 150 kilometers. The next stop is Bukianga Station, 4,823 meters above sea level, passing Bukwa along the way. Bukwa of the Yangtze River system is the largest tributary of Dangwa. Tanggula Mountain is translated as a mountain on the plateau in Tibetan, and in Mongolian as a mountain that an eagle cannot fly over. The next stop is Tanggula Station, 5,068 meters above sea level. It is the highest railway station in the world. Legend has it that when Princess Wencheng came to Tanggula Mountain, she was blocked by the heavy snow, and could not move forward. The princess left the lotus seat on the golden sedan chair she was sitting on, to fight the wind and drive the snow away. So she was able to cross the mountain safely. Jiajiazangbu Station, 4886 m above sea level. The total length of Jiajiazangbu is 409 kilometers. It is the longest inland river in Tibet, originating from Tanggula Mountain. Next stop is Anduo, 4,702 meters above sea level. The track-laying project of the Qinghai-Tibet Railway started from the location of the Anduo railway station. The station is the main construction site of the line, running in both directions to Tanggula Mountain and Lhasa. The next stop is Qinghai Lake Station, 4,594 meters above sea level. Qinghai Lake covers an area of about 300 square kilometers, the highest freshwater lake in the world, and a local holy lake. Every year of the Tibetan Dragon, thousands of believers will come from all directions to worship Qinghai Lake. The water of Qinghai Lake is like a dark green mirror inlaid on the plateau grassland. When the Qinghai-Tibet Railway passes the east bank of Qinghai Lake, the nearest point is only tens of meters away from the lake shore. The train travels along the edge of the Qiangtang grassland. Qiangtang grassland is the largest grassland in Tibet, with a total area of more than 400,000 square kilometers. This is the most charming and wonderful section of the whole line, where you can see the unique dwellings of Tibet. Next stop is Nakwa Station, 4,513 meters above sea level. Nakwa Station is the main station of the Qinghai-Tibet Railway, and all passenger trains stop at this station. Not far away is the town of Luoma. Luoma town has the Hangkai Lake Nature Reserve. There are spotted geese, yellow ducks, wild white ducks, red-billed gulls and black cranes in the reserve. Naraping Lake can be seen in the distance. In the southwest of Naraping Lake is Namukyo Lake. Namukyo Lake is one of the 3 sacred lakes in Tibet, which means heavenly lake in Tibetan language. It is the largest salt lake in Tibet. The lake is 70 kilometers long from east to west, 30 kilometers wide from north to south, and covers an area of 1,940 square kilometers, with an altitude of 4,718 meters. 4,718 meters above sea level. The water of Namso Lake is replenished by the melting of ice and snow in Nianchen Tanglha Mountain. The lake water is clear and transparent, and the lake surface is dark blue. The next stop is Wamatang Station, 4,502 meters above sea level. Nianchen Tanglha Mountain can be seen in the distance. Wamatang is a beautiful place at the foot of the Nianchen Tanglha Mountain. The most attractive thing on the grasslands of northern Tibet is the horse racing festival. Wamatang has a historic horse racing festival. Dangxiang Station is 4,293 meters above sea level. Dangxiang County is only 30 kilometers away from Namukyo Lake. There is a northern Tibetan Bata in Dakshin County, which is one of the most sacred places of worship in the entire northern Tibetan plateau. The next stop is Yangbajing Station, 4,306 meters above sea level. The geothermal resources of Yangbajing are very rich, including large-scale fountains, hot springs, boiling springs, etc. Yangbajing Geothermal is the first municipal steam field developed in mainland China, and the highest geothermal power station in the world. Yangbajing No. 1 tunnel has a total length of 3,345 meters and an altitude of 4,264 meters. It is the first long tunnel of the Qinghai-Tibet Railway, and is also known as the longest tunnel on the roof of the world. After exiting the tunnel, the train goes to Lhasa Station along Duilongkou. Along the way we pass several beautiful towns, such as Diking Township, Mosyang, etc. Duilong River originates from the Nianchen Tanglha Mountain, and it is about 137 kilometers long and flows into the Lhasa River, and flows into the Brahmaputra. Soon after, the train passes the Lhasa River Bridge. The Lhasa River Bridge. The design concept of the Lhasa River Bridge combines the local natural environment, Tibetan customs, and architectural style. The bridge body is painted in white, as if three white and soft hatta are elegantly floating on the Lhasa River to welcome guests from afar. Finally we arrived at Lhasa Station. Lhasa Station is a modern Tibetan-style building, across the river from the Potala Palace, and harmoniously integrated with the ancient city of Lhasa.